Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 16 of Timberborn Overflow Outpost. Okay, so quite a few things have happened. Um, Everything is done. All of the dynamite here has been detonated. All of these pumps have been put in. Everything is done. This was done in the last episode, but I don't think this was. So this has been done. All of this works. It fills so nicely. But biggest issue that we have is power, so we're at the end of a bad tide now, so I'll get the game running. Just because I want to show that this really only produces with the windmills about 19,000 power. So each of these producing about 100 each. So what I ended up doing, I ended up raising this another block. Just because this fills up quite quickly. So this adds just, two more blocks of water storage. But the biggest reason I did this was because we can fit platforms on top here. And then, of course, on top of the platforms, we can get the large windmills. So that's why I actually now have 1,300 paper. Because I was getting ready for this. This is something I knew I wanted to do. So I'm gonna get these put in. Because this is going to take quite a while. But I didn't want to do this, without telling everybody, I didn't want to do it without recording. So although I guess I do kind of want to have the power shafts in first so that they actually connect, because then they'll spend their time working on the windmills, or I guess turbines. Now I need to remember to say turbines, not windmills. But right, so yeah, they'll do the turbines first, which is not what I want to happen. I want all of them to be connected. So they'll of course do the few turbines that I put in first, and then they should be doing the turbines. So I'm just gonna finish this here. This should be done momentarily, because what I also want to do, I mentioned this quite a while ago, and I think I just mentioned it again in another somewhat recent episode. I want to detonate all of this, bring all of this down, probably to this lowest level here. Yeah. Yeah, so we have more water storage here. Yeah, so we'll do that. But anyways, I do just need to get these put in here. So I will do this as quickly as I can. Because also in this episode, I want to work on the aqueduct that will bring the water from the two upper reservoirs with the aquatic farming, which is another thing that I wanted to change as well. So I'm going to get stairs in here. And this all has a path already, so that should all be connected there. Okay, so I want to bring an aqueduct from this reservoir back down. I was thinking of having it go into this one, but I think it might be better if... Oh, it's the end of a bad tide. I was like, why is there water in here, but this is bad water? Okay, anyways, I was thinking about having it go into this reservoir, but I think it might be easier if we just have it come all the way around and flow straight into this one. I think having it all in here will be the best option. So yeah, we'll see. But anyways, I do also need to have storage is here. Let's see. These take planks, gears, paper, and then planks and logs. So this will be gears. This can be paper. This will be... Oh, this is another thing that I did, actually. I am going to pause this staircase because I want them to build the storages first. But I downloaded another mod. This one is called Bob Storage. So if you're familiar with the Ember Pelts, all of the large pile, or the extra large pile rather, the underground warehouse and underground tank, this is what this storage or this mod provides. So yeah, we now have those to work with. But anyways, so gears, paper, probably should do an underground for planks and an underground for logs. Okay, so we'll let those get put in. We are producing bad water, so, or I guess collecting bad water, but I want to stop doing that. We'll leave that one in. And all of this did get put in as well. I don't think I mentioned this. So I did end up putting a sluice at the end here, just because this reservoir would fill up, this sluice would close, which would then cause all of this to back up because, you know, there's nowhere for the water to go. So this being open and not having a sluice here was just overflowing this area. So it would just flood and flood and flood and flood, and it would go everywhere. So, you know, as water does. So yeah, I put a sluice here so that this closes when it gets above the 0.9, because this really does not have any use anymore. Having the water go into this reservoir, it stays full pretty much the entire time. So yeah, which is amazing that it's full all the time, but also annoying because then the water has nowhere else to go. So thinking of putting a little reservoir down here, and just having it connect underground, maybe like down here or something. So yeah, we'll see. I did also, in one of the other mods that I mentioned having, in a previous episode with, I mentioned having the turbines. It has these turbine smalls, and what I was thinking about doing is having them in place of the power shafts here, because of course they do transmit power. So with all of the water that flows through here, I feel like it would be an amazing idea to just, you know, collect. It wouldn't be much, no, but it would be at least more power than what we have, which would be an important thing because we are in a deficit majority of the time, even during bad tides. When we have this running, we're still in a deficit. The only real reason that we are fine now is because of the gravity batteries, which, as you can see, are dropping like bricks. They don't really last that long. I mean, we've gone through probably a third-ish, just about, in 3 days, and then it won't charge during the next bad tide, you know? So it's just like, we desperately need these windmills. But yeah, just want all this to get put in first. So I did also put in both of the mines, which is why we have so many injured beavers. But I put all of these in because when I was waiting for all of this to be done, we actually ended up running out of bad water, so we weren't able to produce dynamite and extract. So all of the beavers were just sitting there, so I figured I might as well have them do something. So they built this mine, and this mine as well. I didn't have this one operating though. So let's see. This is almost done. Oh no, it basically is done, 97%. So we'll just wait. It'll probably take another, little bit of the next day, for them to finish this and then start getting it filled. So we'll just give them a second to do that. Perfect. There it is. Okay. So what we can do now, though, is just lay out some dynamite here. So let's see. I want this to come down. Yeah, 2. So this will all be a 2. Which means this is a 1. Let's see. This is 3. Yeah. Okay. And perfect. Okay, so then this is going to have to be a 3, and all of this is going to have to be 3s, even though it should really be 4, but, you know, anyways. So, let's just get all of this put in. Yeah, so I'm also going to need to give them a way down there. So I almost wonder if I should just put 2s here. No. No, that's okay. Okay, but I will put in a double platform here because this will give access to all of this. And then this will come down and we'll be able to put ladders and everything down there. Okay, so should I do, and we've got a drought. Okay, so this is a big issue because now we don't have the power that we'll need, or we won't be able to use the power that this will collect. So yeah, you can see how slow these pumps are moving. They're only getting 42% of the power that they need. So that brings me to another thing that I wanted to do today. So I'm going to delete this path just because I don't want any of this connected, which it still is. How? What about now? No. Okay, awesome. So what I want to do here, this is going to be more gravity batteries. So I think this, I was trying to play with this last night. I think this is the highest they can go. Yes. Okay, so there used to be a path here and a ladder over on this side, and I deleted those because what I want to do is detonate this all the way down as low as it can go, so that these can hold even more power. So yeah, we'll see if this happens. Let's see. I think I can actually fit one more here. Okay, so we'll see now how many we can fit in here. No. Okay. Well, I mean, this kind of works though because this is where we can connect it to power. So we'll do this with the upwards or the verticals. I almost said, oh, I did say upward. Upward is so wrong. Right. But anyways, so let's see. We'll get a ladder here and get this connected with a path. Awesome. Okay. So this is kind of how I do want it to look. So yeah, I just got that connected again. And then of course we need the triple dynamites down here. So this one is that one, this one. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then all of this should be reachable because they can walk there. Awesome. All right, so that'll happen when it happens. One thing I do really want to do is, I was thinking about it, and I think it would be best if we moved all of the housing up here. And that is because now that we have 73,000 science, what I want to do is unlock the Earth Recultivator so that we can start on it, and the Fountain of Joy as well. So, Earth Recultivator, I think, is going to be perfect in this area. So, I'll just put it there. Deprioritized, of course, because that is so many, so many materials that we do not have. Let's see. So, this is going to need a double staircase. There we go. And then I'll just connect this and connect that. But you know what? I'm going to pause the recultivator, actually. I don't really care if they do the stairs in the platform, but I don't really want them working on the recultivator just yet. But anyways, so down here we can see this is almost full. I think this not filling up as fast is largely in part to all of the water being removed, which is fantastic. Ooh, also, don't think I mentioned the sluices that I put in here. I don't remember if this was the last episode or not. So this and everything here took like a day and a half. So it's been 2 or 3 days since I filmed the last video. But anyways, so yeah, these sluices now just close, of course, above 0.75, because this would just produce, and then all of this would flood. And the biggest issue that I was having was this area would fill up with water. And so because this is sealed down here, there was nowhere for the water to go other than to evaporate. And it just took forever to evaporate. So yeah, anyways, sluices there now fix all that. But anyways, they are working on this. Awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. So you know what? I probably could detonate these, right? Oh, and our drought started 33 days. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so this should now need to come down. Oh no, it's the same level. Oh, even better. Okay. All right. So I can now just put in ladders. Perfect. And then they can just get off of this. Actually, no, we're not going to put the ladder there. We're going to move it over into this corner so that they can get down on both levels. Yeah, that's going to be what happens. There it is. Okay. Awesome. So this I know is the correct level. So we'll get that detonated. This one can go also. Awesome. Okay, so we don't really have the available beavers. I added these couple builders huts here. And of course have these paused because we had so many injured beavers that they're just, yeah, we didn't. The injured beavers, but also they had nothing to do. So I paused them because they had nothing to do. The injured beavers are really just insult to injury. But anyways, so gears, prioritized by haulers, that's why. There it is. Okay, so yeah, these are all filling up quite nicely. So I unlocked the Fountain of Joy. That's because I want to put this in here. Because I think that is even. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't really count those. So let's see here. 5. Awesome. Okay, so then with that, what I wanted to do on this side, let's see. So aquatic farmhouse. This was the intention for this pool the entire time. So what I want to do is bring this over, right? Okay, so it's there and there. Okay, so this might change when I bring them up a level, so I hope not, but we'll see. Right, so it's like this, and then aquatic farmhouse here. These two are the ladders. Okay, so what's your range now? Yeah, it needs to come over 1. Okay, so hopefully, they did delete, of course. Okay, so there, I think is where I want this. right? Oh, that was one too many rows here. Okay, so then ladders here. And this is now the end. Awesome. Okay. All right, so we'll get all that connected there, which means this one needs to be there. So does that fit? Yes. Okay, perfect. I probably should add in another on the end. Or actually, you know what? No. We'll do on this side. Right? That's the same. Yes. Okay. So awesome. Then ladder there and there. Okay. And then these will go there. Cool. Okay, so perfect. So let's turn this off because that's gonna get crazy. Let's see. How do we want to do these? We could just do like one big square. We could do rows either direction. Let's do rows this way. Actually, you know what? This is going to be the easiest thing. Yeah. Okay, so then we'll have this. And then, of course, this can change depending on our needs for each of the crop. So if we need more spatterdock, then, of course, this can be increased. But if we need less, then we'll just leave it. Yeah, because we'll just store it, right? Because it's not like it expires. And spatterdock we can just eat. All we have to do is grill it. So, right. But anyways, I think this looks kind of trippy, but that's fine. This I'm excited for. I love fountains. In real life, in game, I love fountains. I actually live in a city called Fountain. But anyways, so this is almost done. Let's see, this can go also. Awesome. So now all that's connected there. Perfect. I do want to get this ladder put in though, so we can do that. And they're doing this, but I kind of want them to start on the dynamite first. Maybe. Dynamite's probably going to be the easier option. Actually, no, probably not the easier option. Oh, I can pause all these guys, actually. Since those are no longer needed, pause those two. Awesome. I am going to unpause these, however, because dynamite extract are probably going to be an issue that we have since we're using so much. So we'll see. Anyways, let's get this one prioritized. And then we don't really need any more science. So I'm just going to unpause all of these. Yeah, and now we've got 18 unstaffed. That's paused. What is it? Oh, is it just all of these? It's probably these. Let's see, what is it? So it's, right, all of the inventors. I'm not going to click on all of the inventors because I know that noise is just so lovely. So I'm going to pause all of these. There it is. Okay, so now we can see, so 4, 8, 4 and 8, but we've got 12. So where are the other 4? Interesting. I wonder if each one just has, yeah, a couple missing. Okay. All right. That's fine then. I did also add another hauling post. I don't know if I mentioned that or if that was in the last episode, but there is another hauling post. So, anyways, let's check on all of this, how full we are here. Paper's almost full, and everything else is just about half. Okay, so I think I'm just going to wait until these are full, and then we'll unpause that staircase. Yeah, that's probably the easiest option. But anyways, so this can detonate. Awesome. So let's see. This platform can go, and then we'll do single dynamites here. Get these put in. Oh, this is going to equalize, and then there's going to be a whole bunch of water that flows out. Yeah, from probably this reservoir, because this is the 0.25. Right, so we'll see this fill hopefully soon. Oh yeah, you can see the water coming out. Right, okay, so I probably should have a stream gauge here, but I don't, so there's that. But anyways, let's get this detonated and this one. Awesome. I kind of just want to delete this pump because we're not really going to use it. Yeah, we've got so much water and our storage is full. So, yeah. Okay, goodbye. Okay, let's get all that put in. Then we can do a staircase here and then all of this with dynamite. Awesome. So I'm going to put a path in here as well. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, get that finished because it's basically done. And then we'll have access to both of those levels. There it is. Okay, so yeah, this filled up. Awesome. Hopefully they do this. But I think I did this first, so this might be higher in the build queue. Oh, and look at that. They are putting dynamite here. Okay, awesome. Okay, so going to need storage for all of this. And I was thinking probably in this area we could do another storage wall like we did in Greedy Armageddon. So, yeah, that's probably the easiest bet. And I did also want to start in with dirt. So I'm going to unlock the excavator, and I was thinking about putting it here. So I'm just going to put it here and then pause it. Because I was thinking about having our aqueduct come down this way and then come through this corner. So I don't know if this is really going to fit in this corner. So, you know, we'll see. Yeah, no, I'm just going to delete it. And then if it fits, then it fits. But if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But anyways, also one thing I noticed, you can kind of see here, it's not going to let me place it, but the two triangular bits, let's see. Yeah. The two triangular bits that come down, I remember in update 7, I've been playing since update 5, but for so long, it's been that this had to be hanging off of something, which is wild because it just let me put this on a flat ground. It's not hanging on anything. So that's, I mean, it's new. It has to be new. That's just weird. I've never been able to do that before, so it's odd. But anyways, my intention for the dirt, I was kind of hoping we could do something like this, and have this come up and actually cover this mine, because this will give us a little bit more planting space. And I think it would be really cool to have this sort of underground mine. So yeah, that's the reason that we're putting the dirt in, like, the whole thing instead of just having it overhang, so that we can continue the water from this out. So yeah, I'm just gonna put all of this dirt in, and then we can worry about having the irrigated portion, the tunnel, come through here. So let's see. Yeah, this is that level. Okay, so hopefully, I'm thinking it will. Irrigate this whole thing. I know we're gonna have to have something come around this, because obviously we can't put water through the mine, because then it would just flood. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Yes, I know I just blocked the mine in, but bear with me here. So okay, so I want to know how. Okay, so like that. Okay, so that gives us, yeah, 2 levels that we can do. Okay, so that works. Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's just get all of this put in. And then, like I said, we'll come back and we'll have to remove some of the dirt so that we have a way actually into the mine, because, of course, I just, completely buried it. So, yeah, that's going to have to happen. And then, yeah, look at all of this planting space that we'll now have. That's a lot. Okay, so let's come down here. So I think this level can go, right? And that doesn't disturb anything on top. No. Okay, perfect. So if we come down here, the easiest option I think would just be to have this come straight up. Yeah. Did I just delete the mine? No. Okay, so yeah, that's now the top, and that's perfect, actually, because that lines up with the pathing. Perfect. I genuinely didn't even plan that. But anyways, so these couple crops need to go. So, well, I guess those 2 crops need to go. There we go. And then we'll just do that. Awesome. Yeah, that works. All of this can go also. This hasn't been used for quite a while, so we'll just get rid of all of this. Get this all prioritized for collection. Okay, checking on this. I feel like they aren't really filling these anymore, although I guess the paper has come up a little bit. But, okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so let's go all the way back up here. Haven't started on this, but they have started on all of this. Okay, so you know what? I am just going to prioritize all of this dynamite. And also make sure that we've got enough for this, which I think that we do. Okay, so this is going to take quite a bit of metal. So, you know what? Let's unpause this, and we'll just keep it at 1. Yeah, I really need to start working on the turbines over here, because we are, yeah, in a very big deficit. Right, these are, yeah, completely empty. These are only receiving 55, 60-ish of the power that they need, which is not good at all. Right, so yeah, but these, I mean, it is filling up. Yeah, so that's just, like I was saying, we need to have an aqueduct to bring the water all the way back down. Yeah, that just needs to happen. But anyways, this is all done. So we'll get all of this detonated here. Perfect. So again, this will all level out. But I do want to get all of this dynamite put in since we have access to this level. We'll just put the path like this. Right, so let's get actually... oh, we are completely out of extract. Okay. So we'll just do all of this dynamite then instead. Wow, we're totally out of dynamite or out of extract. Okay, well, so we're not producing bad water anymore. So, okay. That's done. Just build that. I don't think I want to start on aquatic farming just yet. So I'm going to let them build everything else. And then this I'm actually going to deprioritize just a little bit because I want this put in, but it's not any sort of a priority, so it can wait. Okay, so this can now go down, and then we'll get another layer put in here. Awesome. Highest priority. Perfect. Okay, and I think we are out of water? No. Oh, it's just not powered enough. Right, so that's what our issue is. There's not enough power in here, so... yeah, water isn't flowing out enough. Yeah, to get over into this, to keep filling this. Okay. Alright, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing that we can really do about that anymore. Unfortunately, we just don't have the power. So, but they should be doing all of this. Yeah, which it looks like they are. Awesome. Okay, and then I'll probably build 2 or 3 more of the underground storages. Yeah, we'll do the underground tanks. We'll do this because these hold 2,400. So, you know what? We probably should just replace these with the underground tanks. Yeah, because I want to delete all of these pumps so that we can get rid of the dirt that's supporting them, or at least somewhat supporting them. Yeah. Okay, so what I think we're going to do is we'll just pause and then we'll set each of these to empty. And isn't one of these set for extract? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to set this for I want to set this to bad water, I think, and just have these be yeah. Okay, so that's set to bad water. This can be emptied. Right, so hopefully they do this somewhat shortly, because I don't really want to give the beaver, or the builder beavers, anything else to do. Yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of this. That can all be collected so that this can be put in. Awesome, which I know that they're not going to do while they're doing this, but since it's all the same priority level. Oh, this one didn't get put in. And this one doesn't even have a dynamite. Okay, so we'll do that. I know they can't reach it because it's overhang. So I'm going to have to build something to get to those. Yeah, so that'll happen when that happens. That's no big deal. Okay, so hopefully we can get these 4 and these 2 done here. It's not going to happen by the end of today, of course not. Sorry, That's English. I was stirring my drink. Um, it's been sitting here for like a half an hour, and it was starting to get separated. So, stirred that so that it doesn't look weird. And figured that for the headphone users, that loud, ice stirring in a cup wouldn't be very pleasing. So, anyways, okay, let's get this detonated and then come over here and look at this. This I want collected, which they're doing. Awesome. Okay, so then this can all go as well. I don't know if I want to do this area yet. It probably would be best to do this area. Because, any water storage is good water storage. Yeah. I also just had an idea for this area, so we'll see if that comes to fruition. But anyways, let's get this out of here. Check on these. Doesn't look like it's changed at all, actually, which is unfortunate, but that is what it is. Right. So, let's see here. This needs to be ladders, so I'm going to put these ladders in before I forget about it, and I'll probably just continue this path all the way along, depending on what else we have going on here. But checking on all of this, this is coming nicely. This is probably waiting on, yeah, extract. Okay, so I'm going to unpause this other centrifuge, set it up to 2. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, so these haven't been moved at all, which is interesting. Huh. I mean, you know what? We're going to use all of the bad water anyways, so it's probably fine leaving that alone and having this go back to extract. Yeah, that's probably fine. I do want to get rid of this water, though. Let's see. So each of these are 12. So I just put, let's see, what is it? 5. I would have to do like 3 of these. My intention is to put the underground piles or the underground tanks in these 6 spaces. So I don't really want to build these, fill them up, demolish these, build the underground tanks here, and then have to demolish these and move everything back over. That just doesn't really make sense. I feel like it makes more sense to just wait till all of that gets used. So we'll see. But I mean, we could just have, wouldn't hurt to have more water storage, I guess. So yeah, we can just put those in there. And then just have these set to water. So let's see. Perfect. Okay, so I guess they're probably not emptying these because they don't have anywhere to go. That was probably should have been the biggest thing. The biggest indicator. But anyways, let's see. Are they... Oh, they're now doing this one, though. Yeah. These don't look like haulers, though. These are... It's a gatherer flag. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I need to pause this one, too. So that we're no longer, producing that... collecting water at all. So... I'm gonna need a way over here. Let's see, those either doubles. I probably could put a triple here. It just wouldn't go all the way down. Because this, of course, is the bottom of the map. But that would just cost extra extract. You know, if I put a ladder down, then I could set these to just single dynamites, go down, you know, the one level, and then set them all to doubles, which just uses more dynamite, which I guess would be the better option since we've got so much more dynamite. We don't really have extract at all, but I don't know. But anyways, let's see. These are 34,000. But it's not going to be 34,000. It's now 42, but I mean, it's still going to go down even more. So, yeah, we'll just get these. Yeah, we'll just get these going. And then I prioritized as well. But I mean, this is 40,000 and it's still going to go down. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 levels. So I don't know how many levels that is, but it's probably quite a bit. I wonder if it's like 4,000 per level. Somewhere between 2 and 4,000. That makes sense. But anyways, I do want this all put in quickly so that it's actually connected and usable. So let's do this so that all gets put in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so almost all. Huh. Okay. So anyways, since we're now having the aqueduct come from here over and into one of these reservoirs at some point, these sluices really aren't going to be useful. Because right now they're set to 8.85. And sluices are, I think, 0.65 or 0.7 possibly. So with this right now, it's fine because obviously the levee is the whole block and there would be 0.15 extra at the top. But since we'll have an aqueduct coming over, these sluices really don't do anything for us anymore. So yeah, this whole row of levees and sluices can go. Yeah. But anyways, this is put in, so we'll do this and that. Get all this put in there. Wish they would do this a little bit quicker, but it's fine. Oh, you know what? This is probably the issue. They have to do it one at a time. So we'll do that. That should now give them access to all of them instead of just doing one at a time. Yeah, it doesn't say too far. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, look at them all come in now. Awesome. I probably should have one of these. Oh no, this one's set to planks. That's what it is. Okay, well, I mean, it's a tiny one, so this should be planks, since that's, yeah, better. Since we're using a lot more planks than what the tiny one can provide. But anyways, so let's see here. Some of these are done. Yeah, that's all done. What about that one? No. Like, it's all of the materials are there. Just finish it. And I know I've prioritized everything else, which is what they're doing instead. But, you know, would be nice if they could just do everything all at once. It's not like I'm asking for a kidney, you know? But anyways, let's see. So these are actually almost done. Let's get this detonated, and we can see it goes up to 48 now. Okay, so it went from 40 to 48, and we went down by 3. So 8,000 divided by 3, that's what, 2,500 each, give or take? 8,000 divided by 3 is, yeah, 2666, according to my calculator. Yeah, okay, so 2,600 and some change. That's fine. Yeah, let's just get all of this getting started. I don't know what pudding means. There we go. Okay, so all that's in now. This still needs to come down a few more levels. Okay. Let's see. These are all 4 paused. I probably should have 1 smelter running at least. I mean, now that we actually have scrap metal being somewhat produced ever so slowly, which is of course intentional, but let's see. You know what I should have done? I probably should have just had 1 of these set to empty at a time. That makes the most sense. But we do only have 500 bad water left. So what? 300 here. Where's the other? It's 30. I don't remember if I have any other storages for bad water. Well, I have... Oh, yeah, here. There it is. Okay. Oh, and this one too. Totally forgot about that. Why aren't they filling this, though? Wait a second. They totally can, though. 300, that would be just 1 of these. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't really want to delete that, though. But I could. I mean, it is going down slowly, but... Okay, so let's see here. What else is prioritized? Just the dynamite. So, yeah, we'll delete this, and then we'll have the builders come and collect it. So that can just go, and then we'll prioritize all of that. And I think I am just going to leave these here, but I'm not going to prioritize them. I'm going to delete these and then prioritize these 6. Yeah, that I feel like that makes a little bit more sense. Let's see. Are they actually getting this, though? Yes. I love the color of that beaver. I think that's Lepantiful magic. Yeah. Fantastic modder. But anyways, let's see. So, yeah, it does look like this is all getting collected. At least a portion of it. Yeah, they're getting them. Okay, so we do have 12 unemployed beavers. I don't really want to rebuild these somewhere else, but they do need to be moved so that we can sort of plan something else out for that area. So let's see, what's a good area for these? There really isn't one. There really isn't one, and I can't just straight up delete them because then we lose. 9 times 2, 3, 4, 5 is 40. Five? Yeah, 45. I don't know why that took me so long. Yeah, we lose all of those beavers, which is just not really an option because that's all of our builders. So then, of course, if we don't have builders, then we can't rebuild housing, which is just, a cycle of... oh, it's paused. Which is just a cycle of never-ending badness. Never-ending... We go nowhere. So yeah, that can't happen. So let's see. Let's get all of this prioritized again. We are producing bad water. Somewhat producing bad water. We don't produce bad water. We collect bad water. We produce extract. I don't know what I'm on today. But anyways, we are producing it, I mean, somewhat quickly. quick enough that we haven't really noticed too much of a slowdown. But anyways, so let's get this one put in. We'll set this for water, get that put in. So with this in, that means I can set both of these to empty because these hold 24 and these hold 1200. So yeah, that's 2 of these is 1 underground. Yeah, okay. So, but anyways, checking on this, that's full. Planks need some help. So do gears. But paper's basically full. Okay, so we probably can unpause the stairs now. Yeah, because we are almost done with this drought. About a third left. So it would be best to start charging the batteries. Oh, we are charging the batteries. Oh, fantastic. Oh yeah, because there's no water anywhere else to be pumped. Right. Right. Okay, well. Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, that works. We'll have 9 more days for these to charge. So hopefully they charge, I mean, quickly. Looks like they will be, but checking on this. Oh, this is going to take so many planks. What are we producing plank-wise? We've got those 4, and that's it. Okay. Right. Well, that's probably not going to be enough. So you know what? Let's pause these 2 and we'll unpause those 2. Yeah. Okay. This is way too many baby beavers. So you know what? Actually, let's just delete these 2. And then we'll build them this way. I do want to collect all of this rubble, though. Not that we really have the space for it, but let's see. So I want to move all of the housing over here. So that would work, actually, because houses transmit power. So yeah, that would work just fine. This can also come out here. Wait, where's the... Oh, no, it's there. Okay. Awesome. So then... Yeah, these just need to go. Right, so here I need the single platforms. Right, for them to walk on. And then I was kind of hoping to have this be an upper level that we can use. So that means planks here as well. Planks. Platforms. What in the world am I on? Okay, but anyways, let's see. So some of these are going to need to be put in, though, so that we can get going on moving the population up here. Not necessarily increasing it. I don't think I mean, we've got 134 total beavers, right? So maybe not. There was a comment, quite a few videos ago, that suggested getting into bots. So that's probably what we need to start doing. Yeah, very interesting. Oh, they're starting on this side. Did I start platforms on that side? I thought I started on that side. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to take quite a while. Especially with our deficit. So, wait a minute. They could put water in there. Huh. Okay. Well, we are out of bad water. So, yeah, we can pause all of that. And this as well. Yeah, we'll just pause that one. I think we'll have closer to 10 back. So hopefully those just go in that small tank. But yeah, this guy's almost full. Okay, so let's delete both of these, right? So actually, well, what else have I prioritized? Just that, but none of the housing. Okay, so we'll do this. I think this might be the last level here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So we'll do that. Okay, and then we can see this is 52,000. That's fantastic. Okay, so that's done. That needs 6 metal. Okay, get that put in so that we can use this power. Please. Okay, so we'll also delete this path because that's no longer necessary. Yeah, so glad I checked on these before I deleted the 2 water tanks. Because I definitely want this done before I prioritize all of the resources that will come from the water tank. So yeah, this, again, just still needs 6 metal blocks, which looks like they're coming. Yeah, there's a couple. Okay, so, oh yeah, up to 2. Or down to 2, I guess. And there's that last 2. Okay, awesome. So, we definitely did not have enough extract to do all of the dynamite that we just laid, but I'm hoping that there was at least a portion of it that we can use. Because it looks like we are hopefully just about to connect this string of batteries to... Yes, perfect. Okay, so... Right, of course, as we're no longer in a deficit. But, yeah, I mean, we have these now, so that's fantastic. Yeah, so this one... Yeah, that's where the extract ended. So we'll do this because we can absolutely fit another row of just a single dynamite in. Yeah, so that's fine. Awesome. Okay, and then construction lacks materials is just going to be all of those. Yeah, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we can come over and delete these 2, high prioritize those resources. You know what? You know what? I think we can put the extract on top of the dynamite. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But I kind of want it in that spot. Yeah, okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, so this needs to be prioritized. So they come and collect all that. I do want to delete this warehouse. But I don't really want to give them any more things to collect. I guess now that we're out of extract, I could build a ladder down here and just have them put all of the dynamite here. Yeah, that's probably the easiest option. Yeah. Right. So, let's just do something here then. Which of course is not going to work. No, that totally could have worked. Wait a second. I just needed to do that. Now this works. Okay, and then connected there. So then we'll put... that and that. Get this all in here. And then we'll have to come over here and do the same thing. But I do need to get this connected. Awesome. And then this can come around here and over. Yeah, and then maybe what we do here is we'll just do something like this. Yeah. Okay, and then these can all come up, and then we'll just give them a little path here to make sure that they can reach all of that. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, they'll do that probably when they're done with all of this, which is still going to take quite a bit. But it's definitely helping having so many planks here. But anyways, let's see. So all of this is collected. So I'm going to put the two underground storages. Let's see. You know what? We can delete this now. We should still have, yeah, storage for dynamite, which I think was, yeah, this 200. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, we've got space there. This is scrap metal and metal blocks. We have metal block storage here. And scrap metal, I don't know. No, that's the only scrap metal storage that we have. Okay, so maybe we move scrap metal storage over here. So that it's closer to the mine. That probably makes the most sense. So, let's see. This can all empty. Let's see, and are they actually emptying them? Yes. Yes. Okay, so I do want to give that just a little bit of priority so that it gets done. This is bad water, but it can go. Right, so all that can go. I want to give, let's see, this one just a little bit of priority so that we can get rid of those two. Yeah, okay, and then we'll just have this whole area be water storage. Yeah, so maybe we just do this then. Okay, that works. That works. Right, and then we'll copy these, put those there. Awesome. This is slowly coming down. They do have, well, no, these should be haulers and these should be builders. So I'm not exactly sure why this is taking quite a while, but it is, so that's fine. Maybe prioritize by haulers? I don't know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But I do still want to set these to empty so that when this one's done, they'll actually do it. And then we'll just fit the rest of the water storages in here. And now that I have deleted the, or repurposed the area meant for the dynamite and, well, bad water and extract storage, going to need to find a new place for those. I guess, see, these are both extract. I could do, I somewhat would like to have these more centrally located to each other. Centrally located to each other. That's not English. But we can do it over here. Yeah, so we'll do dynamite. This can be extract, and then we'll do bad water. Get rid of that one and connect all that. Okay, so this is dynamite, this is extract, and this is bad water. Okay, so this means I probably should now have a zipline station here instead of the pylon, so that they have better access to the storage. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. So come and collect all this. And then we'll put a station here. So that can go there. This can go there. Awesome. Okay, so Do they have anything else that they were doing? No. There's nothing else prioritized. So, yeah, just this then. That's all good. That can go in so that we can get this built. Okay, let's come over here. Have they done any of this? No. Kind of surprised that this is all still here. But anyways. Okay, so I want to delete these 3. So we should get 3 put in. And then all of those platforms. Yeah. And if we're intending to put another one here, then we can do that, right, with the, you can do some platforms along there. So then that ends up being like this, right? And then this will all be here. Okay, and then we can fit the last house there. Awesome. Okay, and then once all this is ready to be put in, then we can delete this. Because I don't really want to disconnect this. This is where the power goes all the way down here, so that's not something that we should delete. But anyways, so we are end of our drought now. Producing clean water finally. Right, so 28,000. What this does mean, however, is we are also given the ability to, let's see, what did these get up to? 62,000. That's amazing. Anyways, need to start collecting bad water. So we'll do this. And I think I'll just leave 1 centrifuge unpaused. None of that got put in, which is fine because they're doing all this. Yeah, see, and now these are all producing power, but we're not able to collect the power that they're producing, which is rather unfortunate. Yeah, because the slower that we can use the energy stored in the batteries, the better. Yeah, so, okay, let's get all of this out of here then. Get all of this collected, because this station is now done perfect and they're using it. Yeah, so that's definitely was needed. I can probably change this to barriers or something. Yeah, we'll do that in a second. Because I want to get all of this done. I really wish... Let's see, does it have to be prioritized by haulers for them to do it? Well, clearly. Yeah, because they're just now doing it right after I click the button. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's going to be what it is. And this guy's still running by himself. Yeah. Okay. How many? Not that one. Oh, I don't have anybody producing treated planks. Which I guess is fine because we've only used 30 something. Including what's in here. Yeah, 15. So less than 30 something. Yeah, so that's probably fine. Let's see. So export scrap metal. Let's obtain treated planks. Yes. Okay. All right then. Oh, I don't need this over here anymore though. The treated planks that are here, don't need that. So that can go. That can go. I put all this here so that we could build the mine, and didn't remove it once we put the mine in. So, yeah, all of this can actually just go. Because we don't need any of this here anymore. Awesome. Okay, and then I'm actually just going to straight up delete this one. Because we have that there. Right, okay, so... I should be able to delete 2 of these. No way, y'all just got stranded there. Okay. Right. Well, we'll just get this put in then. Get all that collected, I guess. That's really funny. Wow, there's 14 of them in there? Jeez. Okay. Building lacks goods. It's the smelter. Really? One beaver doesn't produce enough to run one smelter? Okay. All right. Well, then we'll just leave that paused, I guess. And come back over here and see. Yeah, that gall got put in. Fantastic. Let's just connect this so that they can reach all this. Okay, so I do need to put these houses in here and get rid of this one too. So we'll do that. Get that put in so that we can delete that. And I think I'm just going to leave these stairs here for now, just so that I can delete this and not have to worry about beavers getting stranded. Yeah, so they'll work on this house at some point. But this needs to be fixed, so we'll do that. Get this connected. There we go. Okay, and we've got a bad tide. Okay, which I mean is a good thing because we need power. Not that this produces enough, but you know, the slower that we can drain the batteries, the better. And I'm really surprised that this hasn't filled up. I feel like it's normally filled a lot higher by now. But anyways, let's see. Can we see this water is flowing inward? Okay, well that's not really what we want, but that's fine. Okay, what are these batteries at? Very quickly going down. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I think we are in a good spot to end the episode today because we're already at an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah, this episode needs to end. So, on that note, in the next episode, we're definitely going to get aquatic farming going. And hopefully we can build this fountain of joy also. Oh, I probably should have left the treated planks and metal blocks in this area, but that's fine. We can just put them over here. Okay, and you know what? That house did get put in, so we'll delete this one. Perfect, yeah, because there's a beavers down there. Although I guess it was only one. But anyways, so yeah, that worked out good. I am going. I sneezed. Sorry, excuse me. Anyways, yeah, so get all of this collected. Get these stairs out of here. In the next episode, we'll hopefully get all of this built and up and running, and then we'll also try and get the aqueduct put in, as well, which means we're going to need to start on dirt, so that we can have at least a little bit of this put in, so that we can put the supports for the aqueduct in here. Yeah. So yeah, dirt needs to happen. Okay, let's see here. So we'll get these detonated. Get this put in. Oh, I need to end this episode. Anyways, yeah, so all this will happen in the next episode. But with that, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.